Okay, we're gonna try this again. I already actually recorded this part, but I was dropping a lot of frames. So I watched it back. For the most part, it seemed that my webcam was what was dropping frames, but then it started dropping game frame rate too. So I was just like, fuck that. So I screwed around with it and I deleted my cache and I lowered my bitrate and everything, so I'm hoping it works better this time. Um, if not, I'm gonna have to stop again and figure out. I swear to God, it's like one problem after another dealing with computers. I can't deal with that shit. Alright, thankfully though, this part's gonna go a lot smoothly, a lot more smooth because I've done it already. So you're not gonna have to watch me dick around like a fucking imbecile like I usually do. Oh, that is not working. So we go in here. Oh, I don't like that growling sound. Oh, there's this too. We'll have to read. Let's get out of here so I don't get as wet as I'm getting right now. Okay, let me read that note. You're too late. Sorry. We packed up and left today. It's been 6 months since we established this stronghold, and a year since we released the Turngap virus. Clearly, there's no one coming to rescue us. We took a vote and decided to head for the old mine shafts this installation was built over. Right towards the start of the troubles, one of the scientists got out that way. Did I read that right? Yes. We haven't heard back from him, but you never know. The vote was 8-3 in favor. Anyone returning to this point, I suggest you do the same. There couldn't be more than a few more survivors out there. Even now, and more of our numbers are disappearing, losing it, or getting infected. You can make it out via the sewers, then into the shafts. Eventually, we'll all have to find a way up, and through the ice. We may yet die of cold, but it's better than what happened to Gray. The only person that may still be out there is Howard, kind of our leader. He left base a few weeks ago, and that's part of what's led us to this. He'd converted the kitchen into an office and was translating some old texts when he claimed to have found a way to counteract the disease. I guess he didn't make it. Annabelle Carlito, sous chef. Okay. Oy. Oh, I didn't open these last time. It's like a collector's item. Oh, yep. Not dropping any frame rates yet. It's pretty awesome. Let's see. Nope, nothing in here. Nothing here. Nope. Timeline of events. (1910) Northwestern lead mine opened. August 17th, 1930. University of Copenhagen research suggests high local suicide rates may be due to chemical deposits in the mine. September 3rd, 1939. World War II breaks out. December 1st, 1939. Part of lead mine converted into British Command bunker. August 14th, 1945. World War II ends. August 15, 1945. Commanding officer files a report on ancient artifact discovered during routine maintenance. 1952. Northwestern lead mine shut down. 1954. New lead and iron operations opened on site of old mine. 1969. Malformed local fauna prompts assignment of Dr. J. Peters to the iron mine. 1970. Dr. Peters discovers abnormally large species of gray rockworm. August 21st, 1972. Accident involving large-scale deaths causes entire mining operation to be shut down. Many bodies are never recovered. January 19th, 1973. Archaic becomes aware of events in Greenland. April 1st, 1973. Construction begins on Shelter Research Station on site of abandoned Northwestern iron mine. 1975. Shelter construction complete. Key members include Overseer Brent Stafferson, chemist Troy Retinesk, and translator Howard Lefresque. 1990. Shelter operations expand to secondary excavation sites, including Site B, Water Cave. September 12, 1991. Troy Retinesk replaced by Neil Oswald as attending chemist at Site B. January 6, 1992. Substance 63 and Artifact 66B discovered at Site B. February 20th, 1992. Site B closed due to hostile local fauna. March 3rd, 2000. Primary excavation uncovers Turngat tomb. Excavation continued despite protests from Howard Lefresque. April 27th, 2000. Investigation of Turngat tomb scheduled by Chief Overseer Wilbur Frisk. Okay. There's something reassuring about that feeling, like I've got one less thing to worry about. Finally got a flashlight. Batteries. Howard's research. My research has uncovered something fascinating. Time and time again, I warned Overseer Frisk I needed time to perform a full textual analysis. Before my translation could be considered complete, he went ahead with the excavation anyway, and now he's paid the price. This facility's security level is high enough that no trace of it exists beyond the confines of these walls. Not even the archaic central cast have records of its location. In fact, the only link to this place in the outside world is the notes I left behind many years ago. However, since the virus was released over 1 year ago, no rescue attempts have been made. Not one person has tried to enter the facility. Just before the virus was released, I sent a message out to someone I could trust. I can only assume that my son, Philip, has received the note and done as I asked. No matter what happens down here, at least I can rest easy in knowing no trace remains of this place, that these secrets will stay buried here. I've learned over the years never to put too much weight on any one discovery, but the information I now hold is vital not just to our survival, but to the future of our species. First thing in the morning, I intend to call on volunteers to set out into the infected area of the shelter. No one will come, but I shall risk all the same. But I shall ask all the same. I'll make a move for the library research station first. Then it's all unknown variables. After that, I shall simply have to put my faith in this discovery. If I am wrong about this, I'll barely make it through residential. To think I left my family for this place, for this organization, which is more horrible, that I have sacrificed something so dear, or that I do not regret it for a second. Howard Lefresque, Chief Translator. Okay, now I put the CD in.
Welcome to Shelter Research Station, Greenland. Shelter is an almost entirely self-sufficient installation built in the 70s to further serve the purposes of the archaic elevated caste in their pursuit and defense of ancient knowledge. As a new member of the facility, there are some basic rules you should be aware of in order to be useful to the archaic. Shelter provides living facilities, including a mess hall, gymnasium, and medical bay, in addition to the stipulated array of laboratories, chemical and biological, workstations, excavation equipment, and security. Please use the former at your leisure, but expect to be assigned to the latter with a moment's notice. Second, due to the nature of our work here, should you feel in any way ill, lightheaded, or otherwise mentally incapacitated, do not report to the medical facility. Fasten yourself securely to whatever solid object may be available, attempt to seal all connecting doors, and await retrieval by our trained professionals. In a worst-case scenario, be prepared to swallow your personal cyanide capsule, which will be issued after this briefing. The Archaic hates to lose its treasured staff, but it may be for the good of the operation. We know you will enjoy your work with us.
Alright, so I wrote those down. And secure. That is 236, which is 1167. Door unlocked. Good. Okay. Out here. I don't like it just not closing the doors. I feel like somebody's just gonna walk right the fuck in. The sewers seemed like the only route out, but it wasn't out I wanted anymore. My father had found something, and I needed to know what. Without that, everything would have been for nothing. He told you to stay away, dude. Was that for nothing? Hmm. I know this place. I've been here before. Yep, this is the first game. The very, very, very first scene in the first game, Penumbra. Oh, nostalgia, although I just played that like a couple days ago. If you had just stayed here, you would have been safe, dude. But no, you've got to fucking go after your dad, even though he explicitly told you not to. It's a perfect picture of this room, almost. So whatever this thing is, this demon thing is, he's got a touch of he likes he likes how he likes things being where they're supposed to be, I guess. So I'm gonna put everything where it's supposed to be. Um oop, bloop. Oh, but this probably needs to go away. Ugh, it's gross. Now it turns into like Amnesia, The Dark Descent. Bless me. Okay. picture of, I'm not sure, eggs. Dude, do you not remember the fucking spiders that chased you? Come on. That's what that shit is. Look at these fucking hands. It's horrifying, dude. Filled with ashes. I'm really excited about the fact that I'm not dropping any frame rates right now. That's pretty awesome. Oops. Ew, I hear those fucking spiders. Are there gonna be any more in this game? I hope not. Oh! No! Oh! Poor puppy. I want to go this way. Oh shit. Yeah, like I said when I first recorded this, this really reminds me of Hermaeus Mora from Skyrim. He's a god. He's a... I don't know what they're called. He is a god, pretty much. No, he's a Daedra. Which is a god, right? Okay, let's see here. Alright, so here, this is a puzzle. I like it. It's very interesting. It's this one, and then it's this one, and then it's this one, and then it's this one. Very good, very good. It's amazing how fast everything goes when you know what you're doing. There we go. A noose book's red, or friend red. Oh, it's so sad. That is actually pretty fucking upsetting. The whole red situation. Oop. Like, Philip, you are never not gonna feel guilty about that. Are you happier now? I think Red's pretty dead now. But, you know, that is what he wanted, so I guess that's okay. Boop, 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 boop. The fucking... Just swimming in this game is kind of annoying. Woo! Oops. That worm gives me rage issues. Alright, we're back here.
Hello.
It really reminds me of a Daedra.
Hello. Can you hear me? What am I doing here? Who am I? Why can't I hear their Existential nightmare, and you can't even say a word.
Prefer not to talk to disembodied voices. It's just kind of a rule I've got. You know, it's kept me alive thus far. Oh shit, 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 shit. Oi, oi, oi. Let's go. Alright. This is where I left off when I was having frame rate issues, and I'm actually going to leave it off here again, only because I have food coming, and I don't want to really eat it on stream, because that's kind of gross. I'll only do that if I absolutely have to. But I'll probably be back later today. Everybody that watched, if you watched me again do this shit, I can learn. That's something we know now. I can learn and I can, you know, I can retain information. That's good. My brain is working sort of functionally. It's functioning, barely. Um, and thank you so much to everyone that watched. Let's see here. And I will be back very soon.